Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 46 of Cute Little Love Letters, and this one is titled Denki and Dad. Yeah, thank you, he said as he was pulled along behind you, past your mum and through the main lounge area, across the landing to the back door. Wow, he breathed as he looked around at the house, noting that it was all wood. This house is sick, he said to you, stepping out over the threshold to the outside landing and looking to where you were taking him. Outside, on the large flat outstretched limb, was a swing set and a hammock, along with a few other small wooden tables and such, and your dad, who was sitting on the swing set, with a big grin on his face, watching you and Denki come over towards him. His eyes flicked to you, holding Denki's hand, and a small wobble in his smile could be seen before he regained his composure and cleared his throat. Welcome, Denki, he greeted as he stood up, and you let go of Denki's hand so that Denki could shake your dad's hand. Oh, hey, Mr. Yin's dad, sir, Denki said, keenly feeling the loss of your hand in his and suddenly being gripped by a more masculine hand instead. This house is on trend, man. Mega cool. I'm digging the retro vibes. Your dad said, as he ended the handshake and looked past Denki to you as you took a seat in the egg-shaped chair facing the swing set. Thank you. Oh, he means that he likes the place, you translated for your dad. Ah, I'm glad. We like it too, your dad said proudly. So, have a seat with me, Denki. You know how to do this Instagram thing? Oh, Insta? Yeah, I'm across it, Denki said with a suave grin as he sat down with your dad on the swing set and your dad handed his phone across. I want to get these pictures up on my page, but not sure which ones to go with, your dad said. Yeah, sweet as, Denki said as he scrolled through the flower pictures. Yeah, these are all poppin'. I love the rainbow-coloured roses. Those are dope as. Your dad looked at you like he needed help, so you translated as best you could. He likes them, you translated vaguely, and your dad nodded. I think I need some language lessons, he said sheepishly. Okay, so which one do you want? Denki then asked, and you watched as your dad and him engaged in a deep conversation about plants and the vision your dad had for his Insta page. I just want to showcase what I have and connect with others who might need business from me, or others who also grow flowers, and we can share tips and tricks about growing, your dad said with excitement in his eyes. Well, I'd like to follow you too, Denki said excitedly. What's your at? My at? Your dad asked. Yeah, your name, Denki asked. Your dad then gave his full name and date of birth, and you had to giggle a bit. No, Dad. He means, what's your Instagram name? You said with a smile. Oh, well, it's the same as my business name. It's Faerie Botanica, your dad said, and Denki looked impressed. That's a pretty sick name. Okay, so let's get some more pictures up on your page, and then I'll follow you and see if we can find some others that you want to follow as well, Denki said. While they were talking, your mum came out with a tray of food and tea and placed it gently down on the little table closest to you all, and you thanked her quietly. Oh, hey, thanks, Mrs. Yin's mum, Denki said when he saw her, almost interrupting himself to get his thanks out. I see business is in full swing here, your mum said with a little cheeky smile. Enjoy the food. Oh, we will, Denki said. We always enjoy the food, your dad chimed in. And look, Denki's helping me set up the business page on, Instagram. He gently took the phone from Denki's hand and showed it to your mum, and she looked over the back of the swing set with one hand on his shoulder. It looks very good, my love, she said sweetly with a kiss to the top of his head. I'm glad you're getting some help. I'd be lost without Denki, your dad said, and your heart warmed. It seemed like your new boy had slotted himself in well with your mum and dad. As you watched them, you got to thinking, we've been getting to know each other for a while now, and he did say a while ago that he wanted to make things official between us, eventually, like girlfriend and boyfriend, which I think would be really nice. I would like to be able to call him my boyfriend, you thought, as your cheeks felt a little hotter. Denki looked over at you while your dad was excusing himself to reach across and get some food, and he saw you looking at him, which made him happy, so he gave you a wink. You nearly passed out. How could someone be so cool and cute? After getting some food for yourself and chatting with Denki and your dad a little more, you then excused yourself and Denki to show him around the house. Oh, yeah, I'd love to see the place. It's sick, Denki said brightly. Hella cool. We'll be back, Dad, you said as you stood up and excused yourself. Go ahead, your dad said as he scrolled through his phone. I want to take a few more pictures of today's cornflowers before it gets dark. Yeah, good luck, and remember the angles, Denki coached. Ah, yes. Don't worry, Denki, I'm G, your dad said, and you looked at him with surprise.
Dad, you picked it up so fast.
Hey, Denki said with a chuckle as he held his fist out to your dad. Your dad looked down at it and Denki had to pause for a second to explain. You do the same as me, make a fist, and then bump fists with mine. It's a bro thing, he said, and your dad followed instructions. You found it very amusing to see your dad fist bump Denki and giggled a little at the sight.
Good job, Dad,
you said with a smile. I think I might be cool now, your dad said, and you had to giggle again. You are, Denki agreed. You and Denki then left and headed back inside, while your dad left to head down to his beloved greenhouse, to be amongst his plants, a place that he loved the most.
This house is a little oddly set out,
you said to Denki as you walked into the main lounge area.
But it's kinda cool.
It's super cool, he said as he followed you to some stairs that wound around in a spiral.
This leads up to my room,
you said as you started heading up the stairs. Oh, awesome, he said, starting to get a little bit nervous about the thought of being alone with you in your bedroom. He followed up behind you and walked to your bedroom door and then stepped in, looking around at the spacious room with minimal things in it.
Most of my things are in the dorm now,
you said, looking around while he stood behind you.
But there are a few things here, my paintings and plants and my bed. My bed is part of the tree, so...
You started to say, turning to face Denki midway through your sentence so you could look at him while you were talking, but when you saw the way he was looking at you, you halted your tongue. You just looked up into his pretty face while he looked down at you with the softest look in his eye. I really want to hug you, he whispered.
You can,
you said back in a quiet voice, and he slowly bent his body down to yours a little and let his arms wrap around you gently. In that second, you suddenly panicked, unsure if you should hug him back, but your body moved on its own, and you too returned his embrace, wrapping your arms around his middle and moulding your body to his. It's been so hard to hold back in, he said softly. I really want to hold you, hold your hand, give you my jumper to wear, be able to call you mine. Would you be ready to become an official couple, like girlfriend and boyfriend? I want to ask you out properly, but I also don't want you to feel pressured. So if you need more time, then I totally get it, and we can keep getting to know each other, but just know that I'm a patient guy. I'll wait forever for you to allow me to call you mine, he said, his words vibrating through your body.
I've really enjoyed getting to know you, Denki,
you said back to him, giving him a little more of a squeeze.
And I think I'm ready for that. I just love being with you.
I'm so happy, he said, deepening his hug. I promise you I'll ask you soon, properly. I want to do it the right way.
What does that mean?
You wondered, remaining silent in his embrace. What does that mean indeed? Stay tuned for the next chapter coming tomorrow. I'll see you then.